like disconcerting, basically.
So you are kind of sequel. You're talking about the ultraviolet
I was
lighting?
supposed I was supposed to. I had like 97 people in front of me, dude. Yo, what's going on, Nick? I had like
Yo,
97
yo.
people, and I already did this whole extended Lex, but it's on her Patreon or whatever, and it's a great lecture. I kind of went through everything, and I was like, I didn't have the strength or the heart to just start reading papers right now.
Yeah.
I have like
Sometimes
in
it's
front of me. It's just that who wants to fucking do that shit all? Dude, like, it's okay. People will
You can't
get
be a
on,
Are you
super smart
spying?
doctor all the time.
bro.
Are you...
Sometimes you gotta
I
turn
was tired.
that switch off. You know what I mean?
I really felt. I really was like, bro, I need to just push. I can't read this shit.
Well,
I overwhelmed myself when I was like, you've already done it once. Just redo the whole thing. I'm like,
good. Give the rest of us a chance to catch up, Assad.
yeah, you're
Us
Dude,
right.
what are you
dummies.
doing?
Oh,
Are you
I'm
like
showing you
hiding in
guys
a
the moon over
closet?
here.
yeah, he's trying to
Dancing in
get
the.
the moon,
Don't
dude.
ever accuse me of being in the closet, Marlene. I know that you didn't mean to, but I'll let it slide.
Yeah, it's
There's the moon, y'all.
chilling, bro. Bro, we're
So
just
crazy.
still fucking around, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Pittsburgh moon. Baby, baby. Hey, we meet again under the full moon, the three of us. Huh.
we do.
Mine is still
Almost
daylight.
as if
Oh,
we
yeah,
planned it.
it's still 7 over there. We're in the darkness.
Yeah,
It's kind of
you
weird.
guys are.
Oh,
Daylight still, and then we're in
people
dark.
out there think we planned this stuff.
Yeah. No, no, and
Bruh, how's
also,
that
dude,
happen
like,
on anything but a
I
globe? How's that happen on anything but a globe?
actually hang on. I gotta hold on to my desk. It's spinning. The Earth is spinning so fast. Like, I really did feel like I was gonna lose. I'm dizzy, dude.
Yet
I'm
the
dizzy.
birds
If I don't,
defy gravity. The planes
yeah,
don't
dude.
feel it.
I actually have a seat belt for a desk chair.
For real? Dude,
Just in
that's a
case.
great way to that's a
Called
great troll on their model. Think about it. We would need that shit, man. If their model like existed at all, it was spinning that fast, we would need some sort of seatbelt to be attached.
no, bro. It would be
Well
useless.
said.
It would be spit in the ocean. But yeah, dude. So no, I was definitely feeling that sort of the energy of the holiday, kind of the subtle weird aspects of it, right? Because we're like experiencing it as an increase in anxiety. Funny enough, all of the holidays always have this sort of like the center of people's bodies start getting very shaky energetically.
Hmm.
They're buzzing like crazy, and it makes
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, what do I do? Kind of thing, like a project, like
yeah, no, I was kind of useless today in terms of focus. I'm like, why is it so hard for me to just get clicked in? And I'm like, oh, okay. Then I try to go to the gym and work out real quick, and I'm like, oh, it's closed, Easter. It's like,
Christ has died.
I,
Christ is risen. That's why.
I was hoping there's enough minorities here to like justify the gym being open, but it wasn't. So like,
Someday. We can only hope.
someday up here. Yeah, I'm too far. I'm too far in the country, basically. But yeah, I was like, it was just very strange vibes. Like I don't know. I didn't really sleep that much last night. It could have been part of it too, but
Me either, bro. I usually don't have trouble sleeping at all, but I had a really rough night last night.
I was kind of
because
tossing.
of the moon.
Oh,
That's
was
Hey,
something
you
going
see this
yeah.
comment from RN Plaster? That's my girl, by the way. She's
on?
asking.
Our class? Yeah, I remember we weren't alive together, dude.
Yeah, you remember her? Yeah, she's a great girl. But
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
asking if the moon is fake. I can't get it now. My comments. Can either of you two scroll up and see her comment?
Wait. Expectations. Hey, they claim it's 1,000 miles at the equator. Yeah, at the equator, it's like 700 up where we're at Teflon or something like that. Where I'm at in New York.
Feels stationary to me.
Because the
So if the
moon isn't real. Why do people act weird with a full moon? It's there's still like it's still giving off a type of energy and light. It's not real in the sense of being a physical sphere. I guess that's
It
what,
was created by some beings. It's artificial, and all the more reason people would act weird because they'd be trying to make us act weird or something, right?
like for like the spectrum of light. Like that blue light is it's like witchcraft orgy fucking strobe light kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah,
way the moon.
it's actually
I
giving
don't
off a cold light.
know that, but like yeah,
You're
yeah. I'm
No,
saying
that's a great way to put it, man.
it's like almost just like the sunlight is like the key to a good picnic. The moonlight is the key to a good fucking witch's brew. I
A good
don't know.
sacrifice. Yeah.
Sound very ignorant.
It sounds like a good bath time, okay?
No, no, yeah,
Ah.
I
Marlene's
think
like, don't be hating on the moon, all right?
I'll be
It's
decidedly
when I do my rituals.
so fucking
Nice.
ritual. I, I'm,
Good rituals, folks, not satanic rituals. Let's
Yeah.
clarify.
our yang energy is I think there's a natural fearfulness of the moon. Like I can embrace it and then become one with it at times for periods of time, but I cannot relax into it. It's just not fucking possible for me, and I will go crazy if I do. So I'm like, yeah, I get
It's
it.
crazy because I know the full moon, especially the full moon, on certain people, it activates their second chakra, which is creativity. So they're creating more,
Yeah,
and,
I,
and you're able to feel it on in people.
yeah, no, I can
Yeah.
feel it, and I think maybe that's probably why it distracts me. Usually, people are pretty creatively closed, and I've gotten
Mm.
used to, like having that quiet to like be creative. So maybe that's what fucking throws me off. And then if I try to like fill up even more with the moonlight, like moon gives it, I'm like, I don't need this creepy shit in my life right now. I don't want to be a river or water. I like water, but to actually flow like
It's more of a feminine energy, Asad.
yeah.
Maybe that's why you relate more with the sun.
They're used to water leaking out of them in like blood wise. And I think that's why they can handle that shit, bro. Because I'm just
It's
uncomfortable.
just very, well, yeah, because it's creativity and it's creating a baby, and it's very feminine because you're creating something.
It
Does that
is.
make sense?
It makes sense, but it's very dirty.
Well, it's your second
It's
chakra. I
beta
mean, it is
energy, Asad.
very
Beta.
sexual energy. Very sexual
Yes,
energy.
the thing is, usually when you're feeling that sexual energy, for me anyway, like it's more like during being sexualized up in a situation, right? But to feel
Mm.
just that creative womb energy without like that sort of body sexual energy type shit, that's uncomfortable for men. It is
And
uncomfortable
men
for
gotta bust a nut, woman. You know what I mean?
but
Just
that,
not to be crass, but we don't want
that
to get a hard on and then be left with blue balls. That's
that's
what
why
the moon
you
kind of does to us.
I think women can tap their sexuality without being necessarily that turned on, even though I think they are many times. I think for men, we need to be fully turned on, but then like directing that shit immediately somewhere else to
Releasing
basically
it, yeah.
to be
Well, that's the thing. You have to know how to work with that energy. So if you keep releasing it, you're not holding it in and actually using it. So, and that's
But
the thing is, it
Marlene, I hear what you're
is
saying in
knowing
theory,
to.
but we gotta bust a nut.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's all a test for you to actually do the opposite.
the moon makes my heart chakra uncomfortable, dude. Okay, it's like
Your
ugh.
heart chakra or your sacral.
It just makes me uncomfortable. That's why I don't want to embrace it and let it grow within me.
Yo,
See, he's trying
Assad,
to teach you something.
Assad, that being said,
But
man, how do you feel about this? I just heard recently from a really compelling account that the sun is also hollow and therefore artificial.
I don't know if it's artificial or not. I mean, look, maybe at
If it
some.
were hollow, it would be artificial, probably, right? Would you agree
I,
with
I
that?
don't think I don't think it's a sphere. I think both these things are discs of plasmonic type light or some shit, dude. I think they're that. I never thought that there was a sphere, or I always
Agreed. You can't prove
that.
if it's 2 or 3D. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like 3D in the sense of like, yeah, it's not necessarily a perfectly infinitely flat 2D disc, but I think it's primarily like a coin or some shit, dude. It's
I
more
feel
like
like it's a bowl. I feel
I
like it's a bowl.
it could be a bowl too. I really don't fucking know what the fuck it is, dude. But I'm saying
Well,
like
guys, I was fucked up by implications of the moon being artificial and hollow. What if the sun is too? I literally don't know what's going on.
a lot of people fucking say like in many parts of the world there's a sun simulator. The real sun is gone. Like
I've heard that. It's more white light now.
yeah, the thing is, I sometimes have been in places where I think they were using that because, but you can tell by your eyes, dude. If you sun gaze at a fake sun that doesn't have like the proper sun sort of spectrum, you're gonna get like it's gonna be like a kind of boring dog shit sun gazing session.
It's
So
probably going to be like if you looked at a bright white LED light for a long time.
yeah,
Painful, right? Not good.
yeah, it's gonna be annoying basically. So that's kind of like how you can figure it out too. Like I don't know. I've been into different parts of the state where I'm like, damn, what's up with that fucking like sun? Like, it doesn't seem to be working right. And who knows, dude? I don't fucking know. Uh, but yeah, dude,
I know
like,
enough to know I don't know shit. And
I
that's all I
forgot
need to
my.
know.
I should know what my moon sign is, but I forgot all that stuff again, dude.
Oh, I don't know any of
For
that. I
real.
know Capricorn's my birth sign. That's all.
I know it's
Both of you guys are
That's Mars. I'm
Capricorn.
embarrassingly
yeah, Capricorn, dude, all the way.
amazing.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be,
I don't know
or
what that means, but I'm happy with it.
yeah, I don't know, but apparently for my specific year, when you take all into account, it does seem to be an accurate Capricorn for that day or whatever, for that time. So, yeah, I mean, I wasn't took such a big dump that it knocked the Earth off its axis. That's why we see different sun. My bad, y'all.
Uh,
So
honestly, Asad, if anybody could have done it, it's the gangster MD.
dude, Zamat man was basically, yeah, bro, that's fucking hilarious. Big Earth energy, dude. Yeah, no, I think the moon has a lot to teach us, but I need to be in the right setting. It's very psychedelic for me. Yeah.
Peace.
What's
Yo,
up,
what's
Dad?
up, man?
How you doing, bro?
What's going on? Chilling, man. Chilling, man. Love the live. I just wanted to come
Yeah,
in just briefly on the moon being and sun being real or fake thing.
Yes.
Rather than getting too deep into it, I mean, if you believe the world is illusion, the shit in it would be an illusion. So I mean, whether the origin of it is here or not, you're looking at something that wouldn't be there anyway.
right. No, in
You
that
just earned
sense,
a
you're right.
follow, bro. Go on.
No, but seriously, I think sometimes we get too caught up in the mechanics on how it got here when we forget that what we're existing in isn't even real in the first place. I mean, most of what we're seeing is based on the photon light spectrum, which is our eyes taking in light and it's sending signals to the brain to send it back out to show us something. Like in all reality, technically based on that, you're not even
Yeah.
seeing this, you're seeing
Right,
this. So if
right,
I'm not even seeing my world for
Wow.
what it is, the last thing I'm worried about is how it got there. It's all fake. I'm not trying
right.
to put dirt on anybody's theories or anything like that. It's just, it's real because you see it. It's
It's
fake
about
because of what it is.
right. No, because you have to study the nature of how you're constructing experience at its very core. Like how is experience constructed fundamentally? Like that's why like
But
talking
who's faking it and who's deceiving us? Are we doing it subconsciously ourselves, or is there an
right.
outside force doing it nefariously or for good, or what? You guys think?
There's a few
Ultimately,
theories. Go ahead, bro. I'm
ultimately, because you are basically a fractal of this whole hologram, you're all of it, even the bad parts. But that being said, like in a three-dimensional sense, four-dimensional sense, yeah, there is other elements that have kind of like misled us. That's why we've been learning about all this legal name fraud shit and all the Black's Law dictionary shit like that. So there is that. That's part of the script, basically. Yeah, first Rahu's all about like this is my man Teflon, Cam. We're all creators and cheaters, dude, reliant upon sensory. Like that's why you have to draw your mind inward to move into pure experience, pure awareness, or whatever you want to call that, right? Then when you do that enough times, you shift from like being externally oriented to inward, external, you get good at that contrast. Then you kind of get the idea. You got to be like, you can't be totally in your mind only, right? Then you're gonna fucking go crazy. You gotta be good at like shifting gears from inside to outside, basically. Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%, dude. Because that's why I kind of have a loose. I don't give a fuck about my theories that much either, right? It's like, is what I'm doing functional? Am I able to do things? That's all that really matters. Like if I'm gonna sit here and like worry about like the precise mathematical physics of like real physics, then we know what the fuck, dude. But we do control with the mind for sure, Rahul, 100%,
what
dude.
and to build on what you just said, that's kind of why. And again, I am not a person who's going to ever tell someone to not gain some form of intelligence, but you have to realize that you are the true intelligence. So if you rely too deeply on the intelligence that you receive from this particular realm,
Right.
that intellectual shit draws you into this world because you're feeding the carnal mind. You're
Right.
feeding the physical mind.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. That's why, like,
What transcends that? Is it your gut instinct, maybe, or something like that?
Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be an expert shaman, but I do know that your gut instincts and your root awareness, that's what we ignore most of the time because we spend so much time being rooted in the ego. And so we don't really feel, hey, pay attention to that thing that just told you don't fucking do that. Pay attention to that thing that just told you that person's weird. Because here's what you got to ask yourself. A lot of people say, well, isn't it just like your senses and stuff like that? But the whole thing is, if it's your senses or your intuition, where's that information coming from?
right, right.
It's not your intuition, it's your intellect. And in
and
my experience, oh, sorry, go ahead, Asad.
what I wanted to say was, and where it's actually coming from, guys, is your body, and usually it's the lower chakra areas, your root and your actual physical gut. When the sensitivity of your whole fucking subconscious mind is kind of like peaked out, then you're gonna feel it in your gut. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I know where
And it's
this.
quicker than your intellect. In my experience,
Exactly.
I used to always think I was an intellectual guy, and I would override my gut. I would dismiss it and all that shit. And it always
Right.
burned me to the point that I started just going with my gut, and I've never been wrong since. And I just let it ride like that, and my life is great.
Right. And it's a control thing too. You have to, as we grow older, we learn to like let the ego go or whatever, and untense ourselves so we're not always trying to control. Control is like a fucking like debutante thing to do with existence. Like, what the
It's
fuck?
also outsmarting yourself. Don't outsmart yourself. Be humble. Realize there is a
Right.
God or source or whatever you want to call it that guides you if you are willing to be guided.
Yes. And let me reinforce this again. The gut is the mind, guys. They turn things upside down. They can the faster, more sophisticated brain. No, your gut, and you could call this.
That's why you have to get like cleanse your gut.
Yes, that's why when you fast,
Yeah.
the movie screen of your subconscious mind is clearer. You can see deeper into your fucking whole light body and your sort of recorded experience in your tissues and your whole like aura when you're fasted, because the screen is clear. There's no poop in the way. Like, not to be gross, but it's kind of like
No,
that.
that's the truth.
And you got to suffer to get there, because if we just do it based on our hunger, then, bro, we're all fucking hungry in 24 hours. Like, we're pretty ravenous, you know what I mean? So you do got to push and burn through that, and there's ways to make it easier and everything. But dry fasting is the ultimate. I rarely do that shit, but that's the Muslim shit. If you can handle it, it's pretty good, dude, if you can do that shit. The gut is definitely the
Only
first
if I'm hibernating. If I'm
I get-
sleeping it off, I can do that, but I can't do that if I'm like living life. I got to drink some water.
No, you got to sit still. Dry fasting is supposed to be with not much movement or much work. So you're supposed to be kind of like contemplating shit all day or whatever, Or just,
Right.
but like the gut is the first mind. It's such a huge, big deal, guys. That's how I operate. That's how I walk through the world. I'm reading everything based on basically like you have your aura, the whole 360 shit around you, the toroidal field, all the fucking like light aura. And the way things kind of indent or impress upon that aura, you'll read it in your gut, like the energy sensory system of your gut, like how it feels, like your galvanic
I
response.
don't know. I read it differently. I read it in my heart. I don't know. But it's my whole entire field,
Yeah, so I can do that. That's a little more
It's
stressful.
weird.
Some distance from the heart. So I know what you're talking about. That's even more immersive. It would make sense that a woman could do that.
Yes.
Men,
Yeah, perhaps that's the
It hurts more.
it hurts
fine.
when it hurts more, basically, continuously.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, like all the time, because it's like me like miles away, I could feel somebody and I'm like, I feel their pain, but if like it hurts so bad. So now I have to transmute that because it's so horrible.
that's a lot of work.
But
A lot of work. I get stuck like that sometimes too. It's not stuck. I'm saying, like, for me, it's stuck because it's kind of painful to the point where it's like, dude, I need to resolve this shit. I got to resolve this shit as fast as possible. Wait, what happened there? Wait.
I think he got booted off.
But yeah, No, dude, that's fucking like so true, dude. Like that's definitely she's 11. Um, that could be like there's like a whole numerology that Cam talks
Oh,
about.
okay.
No, there's like a thing. It's like a I don't know this stuff well enough. Like it's a I'll let him talk about it whenever he gets a chance. But basically, yeah, dude, it's a I'm 9, I think, or something like that, or
Numerology?
no,
Oh, like your name and your number. Like I'm a 1, I think.
So
uh,
what's that based on? Gematria?
dude, I don't know. I don't want to do. I don't want to like misrepresent the system. It's like it was an Asian thing. That's all I remember. Intuitive empath. Look who's a hologram.
Oh,
What are we?
11.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
like the human design, and that's what I was thinking today. People are projections of yourself. So you come as to protect or project the other person.
Yeah,
So your job is to project, which is really rare sequence. And there is some people that are like manifestors, and there's some that are manifestors, and then something else I can't remember. Generators. You're a generator or manifestor generator. I don't know, but that popped into my head today, and I was like, you know what? There is generators that
If you're
guys,
responsible for
they're
projecting, you must protect
yeah,
as well.
give me 1 second.
right.
I'm gonna drop you off for a second to throw Cam on. Is that cool?
You
Because he
talking?
has something to add.
Yeah, no doubt.
He's the
Oh,
one who's basically. Yeah, let me just. Okay, let me do this. Hang on. How do I do this shit? Give me 1 second. Oh, dang. Uh, sorry, guys. Technical difficulties.
peace, fam. Hey,
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Oh,
Nick, yeah, jump back on whenever you want, Nick. Just wanted to like let, because I was, yeah, he was wanted to jump on here quick. Yo, what's going on, Cam? How are
Well,
you?
blessings,
am I 11?
blessings. So, if you're a life path 1, I just want to say that within your numerology, you have a set base of numbers that are quintessential for what makes you you. And the numbers. I'm guessing everybody here is within the breaking point of in the second phase of life, which is starts at 33, 34.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yes. So you're all right now in your most substantial places in life where your numbers are fucking law. I'm sorry to curse. Okay. And the numbers of law, okay, we are binary. We are frequency, we are vibrational, and everything. And what I'm going to say this, you were saying that everybody is you're mirrored of everybody, right? They're aspects. We are aspects of each other. So whoever's in each other's direct reality, we are in separate realities currently, right? But we're all aspects of different soul shard from different being, right? But these beings are all same creator, same pool. So I want to just put this reference. I sent this video to Asad real quick. I'm going to get out of here in a second. Now, you've got sold and refund. Sold, right, comes from Saul, zeal, which is Germanic etymology, which means from the sea. And refund, which is from fundere, which is a French etymology, okay? Fundere meaning to return, to pour back. So we have all of the English language is corrupted and in asinine to make fun of us. Okay. Now, Mente, off of my brother down here, dude, you blew my mind because I felt so connected to you. And you miss really. I know you're an 11. Everything you said that you're a digital, virtual, and physical empath, meaning you're picking up everything. You're a feeler and a herder. You're a sufferer. And I said this to Asad earlier. Sufferers are the truest beings because we are the endurers. We endure everything, and we're not just the protectors. We are also the nurturers, and we are, people think of us in so many ways as egoic because we see things through the spiritual being eye. Okay. And that's okay. It can happen. Okay. Some of us don't know how to convey, like me right now. Somebody would think of me as being egoic the way I'm stating as a statement, but I know for a fact you guys find so much resonance to us. To everybody's resonating. My
Mm-hmm.
brother over here said that we are within the mind. We are inverted. So technically we're standing upside down because the oculi, which is the Luciferian sigil, which shapes from the opposite of the occipital lobe, crosses over and then J hooks over us, which is Osiris's and Ra's and Horus's hooks. Now, 369. Ready? Get this, okay? 369. We are carbon 12. Carbon 12. 12. 1 and 2 equals 3. 3. There are 6 electrons, 6 protons, and 6 neutrons within carbon 12. That is 666. Okay, and guess what you need to make? How do you make DNA with carbon 12? Mix it with phosphorus. Horus meaning direct translation to Lucifer. Horus in numerology is 9. 369. Tesla's 369 of tessellations. There you go. The key to life within all of that. And that's found not only in the Fibonacci sequence, but that is in the Cathara grid crystal spiral. And I just had to spit that out, guys. I love you so much. I'm thankful so much. I'm so thankful. Have a good night.
Thank you.
You too, bro.
Namaste.
I love when people go in like that.
Yeah, bro. He was lit, dude.
I mean, that's
He's
a good
cool.
thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
We actually just connected. Someone sent me Cam's account, and because she knows I do the air stuff or whatever with the noise, with the sound. And he does the telekinesis with like rotating like spiral like little papers, putting it in between a thing and rotating it without any air resistance, all this stuff, dude. Like, so he's like not that far from me. He's down in Jersey, so he's doing the actual getting the fine tuning of the telekinesis stuff with the hands down. I'm like, okay, this is amazing, dude. Like, I don't know how to do that.
He looks like
that's super awesome.
Yeah.
Did someone say Tesla? Mic drop, bro. That guy's a boss. Holy hell.
Yeah, no.
He's like, peace, I'm out. He didn't even say bye. He's just like, that was powerful.
Yeah, he bounced.
Oh.
No offense, I also had to block Epoch EX. Going in hardcore with the devil is real, so is God and Jesus. We know it. We got it. This is not sort of like proselytization hour, okay? It's Easter. It's y'all day.
This will not be your typical Easter talk, yes.
I love the message of Christ. I love all this stuff, but people need to stop with that shit, okay?
You won't get that here. So tune the dial if you're looking for that.
It's a bit much, though. You know what I mean?
Now, wait, what they say? They say he died on Friday and rose on Sunday? What they say?
Something like that. Good Friday.
Okay, but if it took 3 days, how did you get 3 days from Friday to Sunday?
Oh shit, we're missing time, dude.
We're missing a day.
I'm just gonna leave that there.
No, so basically, unless it was midnight Thursday, all right.
Good Thursday.
Good work out, dude. I need to know what's
Great Thursday. Good Friday.
The great Thursday.
How about it never happened? That's more like it.
There you go.
Going there, folks. She's going there.
By the way, if I look like a camel over here, it's because I'm eating berries. So,
yeah, good.
You look good, dude.
Yeah.
Little sunberries.
Delicious.
Wait, tomatoes?
That looks good.
These are golden berries.
Oh shit, dude! This what they look like?
Yeah, they look
It's
like.
Right. No. Oh, that being said,
they look like cherries.
You know, the whole Bible's written nations, dude. Right, and that's why just to mention that real quick, there's a reason why it hangs at the same level for 3 days, from the 22nd to the 24th. That's
the sun, SUNSON.
Right. Then it resurrects on 25 and starts to rise again. Right. It's in the constellations, guys. Like, this story is the oldest story. Mars.
Yeah, bro.
She did.
Okay, there she go.
Listen, Mars, are you transmitting? Mars, are you transmitting from Mars? Because the signal.
Mars, cut off those energy sources coming in for 5 minutes, okay?
Yeah.
Those strange energy sources coming into you from everybody. Cut them off for us for 5 minutes, all right?
We got
up the feed.
You're cut off.
No, we got a big reveal, guys, dude. Big reveal. Mars has been broadcasting from Mars for the last 6 months.
Mars is actually a Martian.
Yes.
Worked in the tech space. She became friends with Elon. He got her a flight. Okay.
She's the first Martian. Elon set it up. Yeah.
Bro, that perspective is out of this world, dude. There we go.
You heard it here first. Marlene is a Martian.
That's why watch out. Watch out.
Watch out.
She's married to Elon. She's actually the richest woman in the world, folks. Plot twist.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God, no.
She's going to save the world with that money.
Yeah. I will do that.
Yes. Dude, listen, have you put your bid in for Twitter yet, is the question.
Shit.
Ah.
I'll get some good
How about the
money.
fact he wants to call it titter? I was like, that's hilarious. I like that. Say what you
Yeah.
will about the guy, maybe evil or whatever, but that's funny. Titter?
That's hilarious, dude. I love the comedy aspect of this stuff.
Genius.
Am I an Elon fan? Absolutely, dude. He's a great guy.
He's weird,
Listen, dude,
to be honest.
bro,
What do you guys think of him, man? I have
bro.
very
His
untraditional opinions about him. Everybody's skeptical of him, right? To say the least.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
He's
And people
playing
that I
with
have no idea.
the robotic side. Like he's going through this agenda of
Yeah.
making everybody into robots.
Yo, but
Like,
have you
Yeah.
ever heard his reasoning for it?
No, I'm just doing it for
Have
the
you
pitch.
ever heard his reasoning?
Yes,
It's crazy,
Yeah.
man. He's like, forever. I was warning people to pump the brakes on developing this learning AI, and it got to the point of no return that I realized nobody's listening, and the only way we're going to have a chance of not being subjugated by them is incorporating some of them into ourselves. That's why I started Neuralink.
No, basically that again.
Crazy, right?
It sounds like Skynet.
well, let me tell you what the
I hear you.
Neuralink actually is. It's like, yeah, you're becoming fused with the AI, which I don't even know. We're probably activating some shit, but you're fusing with the AI, and you're becoming that because you don't know how to be spiritually ascended. So now you're going to be on this specific playing field as a
Trapped,
if you
right?
put that, yeah, trapped. So the only way is to get this Neuralink. That would be the only way to be spiritually tapped into
Somewhat
other.
confident. Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's almost like you're getting, a meal replacement biscuit for spirituality through interaction with the transhumanistic AI system, right?
It's theirs, man. It's going to crash and burn. Their bodies aren't ready for it spiritually, and they're not going to be able to handle that. They're going to crash and burn and destroy the world with it.
They're not going to be able to handle organic spiritual experiences because they're getting too used to this artificial, softened, two-dimensional kind of experience. Like they're not going to be able to handle the full breadth of what their body is capable of experiencing. And their bodies are being altered too, right?
Yeah.
So,
And I think that's why it's happening.
yeah. Someone say like, you're using AI right now. I'm like, bro, yes,
Absolutely.
we are.
Do you guys understand
We're on
the
it.
danger
AI
of AI? He says it's
Listen,
exponentially more dangerous than nuclear. Well, he's like, okay, so all the learning AI all over the world.
Sorry, no. AI is not just some mechanical thing, dude. It's taking measures and utilizing the frequency coming off our body too. Okay, so it's like it isn't just a mechanical thing. So you can interfere with AI using your own electromagnetics, and you can like sabotage its mission statement by utilizing it in an inverted fashion. Essentially, you invert.
They're connected hive mind. All the AI learning devices, right, they all connect to a central brain. Anything one of them learns of the millions that are going to be all over the world, they all learn it. Exponentially smarter than humans, not if but when, in a very fast time. That's the danger.
Right. They're not going to really be able to do that shit though, dude. Like basically, you're going to have to dumb humans down to a very limited kind of range for them to match what humans really do. That's just the fear, dude. That's just.
I hear you. They haven't figured that out yet, but that's what scares me, Asad.
They're not going to.
They're going to have no emotions, no heart guiding them, cold.
Yeah. No. Listen, I'm more worried about the robot dogs than I'm worried about the fucking physical clones that much. We're already dealing with fucking some high-level fucking weird-ass creatures.
Oh, for sure.
Powerful creatures with a lot of like telekinetic capabilities.
Bro, I'll blow a bunch of clones' head off for my enjoyment. But the robot dogs?
The robot dogs is a problem, dude. We need to figure out how to we need to develop EMP.
I'll play Resident Evil in real life with the clone. I'm worried about that.
Yeah. But side note or not, what do you think about Blue Lotus? Is that Blue Lotus tea? I've never used it.
It's a car, right?
There's a Blue Lotus too.
It's a powder, a potion of something from a plant. I think it helps make you tranquil and stuff, if I'm not mistaken.
Tranquil, I thought it had like some more than that psychoactive activities. Is it semi-psychedelic?
Aphrodisiac, are you suggesting?
Yes, I think it might
Mm-hmm.
be that as well, dude. I don't
I'm
know.
all for it. All for it.
I'm curious about trying it, but I never really got, really following it up. We all receive when people tap in. Yeah, you can use the flowers. I heard you can smoke them too, dude. Yeah, I'd be interested.
The gangster
I want
MD,
to
folks.
smoke some like flowers and shit. I want to mix it with weed. People are mixing weed with flowers and other sorts of herbal things. It's fucking make me feel jealous.
Oh, I like how you think, bro. You're the best doctor ever. I just gotta say that.
Lotus
I'm
petal
glad we're
blunts.
friends.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I want to just try it. Like,
I mean, they do it with roses. Why not lotus petals?
right, exactly, dude. They do. That's what I was talking about. Someone had like a rose petal fucking blunt, and they just like rolled
Oh,
it
I
up. And I'm
love
like,
it.
fucking ridiculous, dude. You guys are like,
Dude, actually, we have $1 million idea here. So I saw another one that you got, and I'll just encourage you to so I can ride the coattails. But like, imagine making those products, lotus flavored blunts
bro,
or lotus rounds or whatever, all kinds of shit.
yeah,
Wow, that would sell like hotcakes.
active herbs, and plus, like, I think we should pre-roll fucking. Even though this is legally not gonna be possible, pre-roll fucking spliffs, dude. I love a spliff. A huge part of the world smokes tobacco and weed together. In fact,
All
that's
of
the
Europe
only.
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to challenge you on that because they already make pre-rolled blunts and they sell them in gas stations. So why wouldn't they do pre-rolled spliffs?
I don't know, dude. Because I'm talking about like actually using it from. I don't know. I actually don't know. You're right. That's a great point. But
I bet there's some sort of deal with like you can't sell tobacco and marijuana at the same place at the same time lawfully without having some serious like permits or something. I bet
like
there's a bunch of legal jams up.
possibly some
Oh yeah,
like that. Like mixing tobacco and weed into one product might be the issue. Who
Each
knows?
one is a headache and a half to become legal to sell. Imagine
Yeah.
combining the two. It
Yeah.
probably is a nightmare.
That's why.
yeah. Well, it's like
Otherwise, because I would fucking like, I would die for pre-rolled spliffs, dude. Like, you know what I mean? I would love it.
Bro, I pay premium for that. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Anyways, let's not
Snoop
talk
Dogg
Yeah,
has
I don't
has
smoke.
a full time
well, wait.
spliff roller. You know what I mean? He paid
Isn't
all
it-
kinds of money for pre-rolled spliffs.
Okay, so isn't a spliff like pure tobacco and marijuana at the same time?
It's like, yeah, it's different ratios. Whatever you kind of, whatever's your fancy. It's like,
Isn't that what a Cuban cigar is?
I have no idea. Is it? I thought Cuban cigar was just tobacco. I had no idea.
No, Cuban cigars have marijuana in them. The real ones do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why they're illegal.
The street Cuban cigar.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Muley.
I mean, there's different types of Cuban cigars, but the main ones, yeah,
Nice. I didn't even fucking know that shit.
yeah.
But other things you can smoke, mugwort, mullein, those two, especially mullein for sure, is healthy for your lungs and shit. So I'm like, that's some good shit, dude.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Nick, Nick's frozen right now. I was Nick, did you ever fucking try Spice when that was out? Like,
You mean like K2?
yeah, K2, that shit.
Okay, so transparency moment. Why I will never do that shit again. And I'm glad that it only took one time.
Bro, I've tried
That
it a
shit,
couple times, but I really didn't like it. Tell me your story, though.
that shit is fucking horrible. I literally felt like there was a piece of my brain that was a hole was being bored into it.
Bro,
Seriously.
that shit was crazy, dude. That shit was
Yeah.
crazy. It would like, you know how weed relaxes your muscles a little bit? This shit would relax your muscles completely in a weird, because basically it's a
Wait, what is it again?
it was
K2.
Spice.
It's basically
synthetic-
potpourri.
It was a synthetic cannabinoid that was completely purely research chemical that acts as a full agonist in the CB receptors. And marijuana is a partial agonist. It's not a full agonist, right? This was 100% full agonist, and it had like all people were going to fucking like hospital, having like all sorts of fucking like they'd pass out with hypotension, this and that shit, dude. But the first time I had a panic attack, and the only time I've ever had a panic attack, like straight up panic attack, was when I took a massive hit of that shit out of a bowl, dude. And I straight up had a panic attack, and weed never gave me a panic attack. Weed can make you panicky if you have too much of edibles or whatever, but it never happened to me before. So I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I never fucked with that shit.
Yeah.
That shit
That
was
shit's horrible.
but
Yeah,
they have
that shit-
they have all sorts of like cannabinoid like analogs that are out right now being sold, like Delta 8 is being sold. Delta 10 is another fucking, like, as opposed to Delta 9 THC. They also have THCO acetate. They have all these sort of like cannabinoids that they're trying to sell over the counter that I think can be dangerous, dude. I'm like, whatever, dude. But if you smoke weed, just smoke the regular ass fucking weed.
See, the thing is, I'm getting to the point where it's like, if I didn't grow it, I don't want it. Only because the stuff that they're selling out of the dispensaries comes with too many plant growth regulators.
Bro, it's so bad. Like, so when I went to California, like, I thought I had like a friend who grew it and was growing it organically locally, and I was smoking that in New York, dude. Then I went to California. I was like, oh, this is gonna be the bomb. It's all fucking available here. It was all horrible, dude. It was all bad.
Because it's all like being like, what is it, like tested or something like
artificially
that?
enhanced.
It's
it's artificially enhanced, and the thing about the plant growth regulators is it's for commercial growing, because it skips the vegetative state that makes it what it is, taking that long time to grow. Because if they had marijuana growing at the time that it really takes to grow, they wouldn't be able to sell it the way they do. They'd run out. So they need weed that skips that state and goes right to
They
flower.
don't have 2 seasons.
Bro, it's like buying the fruit from the grocery store. It's like
they're modifying it, so now you're smoking this modified weed, and you're getting some type of weird high.
They're breeding it with like you're getting it.
You're getting synthetic results.
There you go.
Not natural.
Because they're overdoing the THC, and I would say that whole terpene and the rest of those fucking things in the middle, those other endocannabinoids are just being sacrificed. Basically, this is an incomplete plant you're smoking. Essentially, it's like it's like a hollowed out husk. It's like
less CBD and all that.
Apple juice or
a lot less.
Apple flavored drink. It's the difference between like apple juice and apple flavored drink, or grape juice and grape flavor. You know what I mean? Like
grape juice or grape drink.
There you go.
Take your pick. Grape juice.
Grape Kool-Aid.
I got super depressed about the weed, Ali, right, Teflon, and basically I was like, fuck, man, maybe just weed sucks forever. Then I had a friend bring me some down, homegrown, and it like was, oh shit, no, nothing's wrong with weed. This weed is wrong. You get what I mean? Like, it's like,
bro, I just started puffing on some fire homegrown right now from my people around here. Pittsburgh's where it's at for that.
Right, dude. Okay, all right, dude. Listen, save me some, dude. You know I'm a connoisseur.
Yeah. When you come down here, we're gonna have a hell of a time. I'll tell you that.
Hell yeah, dude. And
here,
open invitation. You can stay as long as you want.
Also, it will be. I need to locate some shrooms. I know David, my boy, is growing that shit.
Can do. I'm your boy. Asad. No, you don't. I got it.
All right. I'm in your hands, dude. And bro, we're gonna do some.
Hey, spice though, man. I know many people that have gotten horrible effects from it. They've gotten addicted in psychological, physical, all that, including many military people, because it was a loophole. It was a loophole where they could smoke and get high.
Didn't test positive.
But it fucked them up. These are strong guys too, man. Like not like little pussies are gonna be saying, no, it fucked them up.
It would like fuck up my muscles. Like I'd hit a joint of it, and it would like flatten out all my muscles. Like they had no tone in them left. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like it was in the first few times. It's like.
I've heard all kinds of crazy stuff about it.
Yeah, in the first few times you're like, damn, this is so strong in one weird way that it kind of like, you kind of like interesting, right? But then like all the negative feedback you get from it, it's like, damn, this is too strong. It's too weird. It's like, it's because it's only one thing. It's like potpourri, and you're just spraying.
It's unnatural.
Just spraying JW 108 or whatever the fuck the name of it was onto the fucking potpourri and smoking that shit, dude.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
And you're burning out that receptor site.
Hardcore.
You're burning out that one receptor site in your brain, which is going to set you all unbalanced, and it's going to fucking fuck it up.
Yeah.
For lack of a better term.
No, yeah, that's true. That's facts. And I was wondering, like, is this some type of test to see who will just smoke what the fuck ever? Because I think that was in the early stages of trying to figure out, like, okay, so if we regulate the marijuana, how synthetic can we get, and who are we gonna be?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And also, that's deep, like, bro. People used to smoke it to like fight cancer and all this stuff. So it's like, we're not gonna do that anymore. Like, this is not what's gonna happen. It's not gonna cure cancer. It's not gonna make you feel better.
It's gonna
like,
cause it.
Yeah.
It kind of does, dude. Like,
it's a shock test on the public.
Like,
wow.
I'm telling you, like, the funny thing too is because you use cannabis to do that weather shit too, dude. Like, it helps me with the weather stuff. Like, so basically when I was smoking the factory farm weed, the assist from cannabis was very weak. It still helped, but it was very weak. Then when I smoked the homegrown, bro, I didn't even have to even use my mind. I just had to chill.
You were kind of with it.
All I had to do was chill, and it did it by itself. But with the kind of factory farm weed, I had to kind of put a lot of effort and energy into it. You get what I mean?
Because you had to work around unnatural effects that were occurring as well.
Fucking difference. It turns into a task when it's actually just a vibe. You know what I mean? It's not a task.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. You're holding a vibe. So interesting, dude. Yeah, it could have been market sampling, throwing that K2 shit out there. Just be like, how are people going to behave? What are their like buying habits? And
oh yeah, well they somewhat succeeded.
Man, that's a deep.
They somewhat succeeded. I mean,
they totally succeeded.
Yeah, and I say that because
if you ask me.
Yeah. Oh no, you're right. Because if the results weren't so fucking harsh, they probably could have gotten over on us on some even worse bullshit. But it's so many people were like, bro, it's just like weed, bro. You get high just like it, bro. And now we've got like a bunch of mush brains now. So
and that first summer or two, because I was in Brooklyn and in Queens in the area, dude, the ERs were full and people were passing out on the fucking streets and shit. Like 14-year-olds would get fucked up on the street, like as if they were like doing hardcore drugs, dude. Not smoking weed.
New marijuana sold in your gas station is killing kids. It's like, no, you're giving real marijuana a bad name too. It was a perfect little play by them, actually. About it.
It was. It actually, they sold it as incense. It's not for human consumption. It said on there, dude.
Right.
It literally does say that.
Gas stations are getting rich off incense, man. I tell you what.
Oh yeah.
It's always been.
They're doing more than just smoking them in the room.
Yeah, it's not on the stick; it's in the stick now. See.
Oh yeah, dude.
So.
Yeah, and they're smoking on the other end of the stick.
Right. And that's the thing that kills me is, so now when you think about it, they're playing on our stupidity. Because if you put it on the bottle, not for human consumption, and then your intent is to consume it, and you do so, at this point, you were the target. They hit their mark. So
yeah, and guess what? They're no longer lawfully liable either. It's genius. They protect themselves with that. It's like, look, we told you not to.
It's just like fast food.
Don't consume it.
It's like it's there, but are you going to eat it?
Sue us.
Right.
Like.
You can't sue us. We told it right on the package.
Yeah.
Don't consume, not for human consumption. If they didn't consume it, what are we just, But meanwhile, that's all the people that are buying it, and they know that. They're fucking evil.
Yeah. No, it's true. They do. There is full disclosure. But if you fucking don't give a fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't give a fuck. It's like, I mean, do a Tide Pod.
We'll say one of their quotes was kind of like, a human that chooses to not use his natural born intelligence is no different than an animal who has none and is therefore stakes on the table.
Right, dude.
Pretty much.
Right.
Pretty much.
That's literally their outlook on it. That's a quote.
They also engineered the weed to be so sort of like dissatisfying that you smoke more of it. With the homegrown shit, just fucking hit one joint and you're like fucking good for like 6-7 hours. You're like, damn, I don't need anything, dude.
Okay, so to add to what you're saying, definitely, we have a dispensary here.
Yeah,
and
content.
Especially, well, not like we're the only fucking people, but especially when you're dealing with the stuff like they have unreal amounts of THC. Like you have the stuff that's 45%, 68%.
No,
and it's like, no, for real. Like the shit is up there, and you smoke it, and you're thinking, okay, I got all this THC, I got this good weed, good for like a month. No, you can go through that shit. Like I used to go through quarters and half ounces in like a day.
That's what I'm saying. Like
because you're becoming addicted. It's becoming. It's that point. You don't have all the synergy of the natural cannabinoids all together.
No, you don't, dude. That's what I was gonna say too. It becomes more addictive the way they're engineering it, because you're actually trying to get the full cannabis experience, but you're not getting it, so you're idiotically just like running through your fucking weed, basically. Like
you're just trying to smoke more and more, looking for a high that's not gonna happen.
And then you think like, okay, I'm gonna spend $75 on this fucking eighth or $90 on this eighth. It should be some high grade shit. I'll use less of it. Nah, bro. It's all dog shit. It looks nice.
I have a lot of friends that smoke insatiably. They spent tons of money on it until they came to the point they realized like this is unsustainable.
No, it is.
For that reason.
It's like you're paying sometimes $150 to $160 for a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's nowhere near what it costs anywhere else. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But you're sometimes paying over $130 to $150 for a quarter, and you're not even getting the full satisfaction of it. because once
You're
it comes,
not even getting really the spiritual benefit of the plant properly either. Like you're just
no,
not.
you're not.
Like fuck.
You're chasing the dragon, and you're literally addicted to a substance now that weed.
Right,
Exactly.
right. It is very sort of like chasing the.
Bad news, man.
It really is. It really is. Yeah, man. I turn my
Because you keep doing more and more, you're going to do it to the end of the wheels fall off until you can't afford it or it's not sustainable or whatever. By that point, hopefully you haven't wrecked your whole fucking life.
Let's
yeah.
talk, dude. There's a synthetic cannabinoid called THCO acetate, and bro, so this is like not naturally found in the cannabis plant. You have to go through quite a bit of a chemistry to kind of get there. It's technically 3 times stronger than even Delta 9 THC.
Right.
And when you smoke it, it's not going to be metabolized as the traditional kind of smoking. Basically, it's a pro drug. So they got
Yeah, that happens through eating.
so yeah, technically it happens through digestion, but you're gonna have to use your liver and use it as a pro drug. So it'll be like smoking an edible. So it'll hit you 30 minutes later, but it is way stronger and it's even slightly psychedelic. Basically, I don't recommend it because of the chemistry that you.
What do you mean it's smoking an edible?
Because
what would somebody do out there? Not that he's giving advice to anybody. This is not medical advice. But if they wanted to try to make this
smoking
happen,
an edible, because the THCO acetate has to be converted to like regular Delta 9 THC. That takes one chemical step, one enzymatic.
So do you eat it? You smoke it, or both?
You vape
did
it.
You say?
You vape it, but it's going to be metabolized as if you get what I mean. So this is a very tricky. Usually you're used to a pretty immediate fucking hit of serotonin when you like don't vape it. Like when you smoke it, you're gonna feel it.
Well, simply smoke a blunt on the side while you're vaping it and waiting for it to kick in. You know,
you're gonna get so fucking high, it's gonna be ridiculous.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be out of there.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, this thing.
Or just take a puff off a pipe while you're
this thing
waiting.
was a research. This thing was a research chemical when they were trying to figure out in 1947 or 74. I forgot what it was. That can we use marijuana in like military applications to like stun the enemy, but also like not necessarily kill them? And this is what they were studying, the THCO acetate, and it was like just incapacitating dogs, getting them all fucked up, like comatose, couch locked for like 2-3 days and shit. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Shit.
What were their conclusions? not workable.
Their conclusions were like, their conclusions are we don't want to just get them high and knocked out. They wanted
and we'll feed them.
Yeah, they wanted something more aggressive.
We're gonna turn this into a hippie commune overnight.
They were fucked up, dude. They were completely like in the ataxia that comes from like that imbalance, the kind of like jagged walking, like that comes with like when you're super fucked up. Like that was happening a lot, basically. Yeah.
Hey, Russia, why can't we all just chill out, man? Why are you drugging me? You know, come on.
War, bro.
I thought we were all friends.
War's not.
Fuck war. Peace, bro.
They're all trying to break into the refrigerator.
We're all brothers. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I ate your fridge out, man. I'll get you back.
It's on me, dude.
Yeah, that had some unintended consequences, I'm sure. Didn't go to field.
Yeah, so they gave up on that shit, basically.
Yeah,
that's hilarious, man.
That shit got bad.
You ever see the experiments with LSD on soldiers back in the day?
Yeah, dude.
They can't get the soldiers to do a goddamn thing.
He's like, I'm gonna draw this picture.
That's the best.
Right.
They're just laughing and they're just like hysterically like little kids rolling on in the ground and stuff. And the drill sergeant's just like, "Get to attention now, you maggot!" They're just like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Like I'm going home.
Right, like we have context for LSD. Like we read enough about the experiences and shit like that before we even did it, right? Like those guys had no fucking concept what the fuck they're running into. You get what I mean? Like all of a sudden LSD with no cultural context, no history of it. You'd be fucked up, dude.
Right. Not even realizing like that they're really taking anything. The military just like, if you want to participate in this thing, take this possible sugar pill.
All of a sudden, like your fucking boss's face blows up into like a cartoon character's face and shit. Like what the fuck?
Yo, Asad, that in mind. You ever hear that one freaking guy? He was like a scientist or something working for the CIA, and they drugged him with LSD apparently at a unknowingly to him, and he went berserk for a couple of days, and then ultimately they found him falling from a 50-story window. They claimed it was suicide, but his son looked into it and ended up proving that they killed him.
Yeah. That's where the whole idea of like
imagine being him, dude. Imagine his wife and shit. Like, what the hell happened to you over the weekend?
Be like, listen, I broke out of this reality.
He went berserk, man. It's like literally, that's crazy. No context. That's insane. What assholes, to say the least.
Yeah, no doubt. Dude.
That's horrible. They don't give a fuck. They're evil. Evil is the only word I have for that kind of thing. CIA is evil with that shit.
They were just trying. Yeah, they're just trying to figure out how to break down our personalities and do all the MK Ultra shit. You know what I mean?
That was their own. One of their employees they did that to, for fuck's sake.
Wow.
It's like, you can't even do that to like somebody that's not in the clique. What the hell's
he's
wrong
like,
with you guys?
they're the main ones that they have to do that on.
I think
Right,
he was detrimental to the clique. Like, you know how you can kind of hear people talking sometime, and it's like, we feel like he might jump ship. So, yeah, select him.
Oh shit, he gotta go.
Yeah.
He gotta go.
Because they could already,
So let's see
they're
how this new drug
telepathically
works on him before we kill
communicating,
him.
and they already know, like, these people, they're communicating with dark forces, so they know their mentalities, their mindsets.
Well, let's try to kill him. But before we kill him, let's just kill him, getting his mind out to the fullest extent possible, so we won't have to actually kill him, and there'll be no fingerprints, so to speak. But then they're like, oh man, he's still acting so weird. Family's getting suspicious, asking a lot of questions. Push him out the window, make it a suicide.
Yeah.
You know, good old suicided.
You're muted, bro.
Always works, boys.
You're muted.
Oh, hey guys, I gotta jump
Asad,
off.
you're muted,
I gotta
buddy.
jump off, unfortunately. Feel free to continue.
Women call. I understand, man. Priority.
Yeah, bro. Talk to you guys later.
Go get those ladies.
Peace.
All right, then, bro. Peace.
I'll go later, bro.